Okay, so picture this, right? I'm gonna get some footage for Helldivers 2. I'm gonna play some video games because I love video games. I'm a gamer, quite frankly. And I get on Steam and I click the little library thing, and you know the top has like the what's new tab, whatever the fuck this is called. It's got like news. Here's the gamer news, right? And I see that, and I like sometimes I just flip through it really fast. I don't really care what's in there. I just want to see if there's anything important. Patch notes, whatever. And what I find is this incredible like soy face, this incredible chud. And it's like I gotta click on that, don't I? I gotta know what's causing this man so much pain. But what a fool I was! Foolish am I, because I did not see what game it was attached to. I did not see those horrible, fateful words, Destiny 2. What a fucking moron I am. What an idiot for thinking that Destiny 2 would have anything to make me happy anymore. I stopped playing Destiny 2 at Season of the Chosen when I found out they just like blew up the Cabal homeworld. Like they blew up the capital of one of the main factions of the game off screen for real. Anyways, I watched this trailer for the Edge of Fate. Are you feeling Edge of Fate right now? That's what the trailer asked me. And first off, this trailer's terrible. This is a terrible trailer. I don't know what else to say. It's just garbage. Secondly, I really wanted to see what's up with this glasses guy, because he is so far out of place in this whole thing. Destiny does not have glasses, I guess I should say. He's just a guy, and he picks up a phone because they're ripping off Control and like SCP or whatever. And he makes a face, and I thought it was really funny. Oh, we're confronting this incredible eldritch horror in space, and sure, it'll like rip your soul apart and make you chud face and soy out in horrible agony, but it would never deprive you of your hipster glasses. I was not confident in what I saw, to say the least. And it made me really sad, because I used to really like Destiny. This was a game I played a lot, and I was really invested in. And now, I don't even know what's happening. I get explanations from my one friend who still kinda plays it. And the keyword there is he kind of plays it. Like, every once in a while, he'll just give me an update. Oh, hey, Arch, by the way, this is happening in Destiny now, in case you wanted to know. Which I didn't want to know. I really didn't want to know how they were bastardizing this game I liked. And I just have one question. One serious, honest-to-God question about Destiny. What is even going on anymore? You know, Destiny, used to be like, oh, I got a gun, and I'm in space, and I'm fighting, like, wicked alien monsters and shit. You know, I'm fighting four-armed, like, Goro-looking-ass guys with swords. I'm fighting bug, grub, alien demon guys. They got a worm shows up. Fighting big, like, bulky guys with shields and guns. Those guys are awesome. There's robots, Domo Arigato motherfuckers coming out of goop. They're filled with milk and goop, and they shoot lasers. They have so many cool things going on, and they just never do anything with the Vex, because it's the Vex, they don't give a shit. You get so much inventiveness in the enemies until they decided to stop having inventiveness and just didn't put any more enemy races in for some reason. They just keep like recycling things over and over and over again. I mean, the number of enemies we could have fought are endless at this point. You know, you could have had a darkness race that they always said existed. You could have literally anything, moth people. Where are my moth people? Those design docs are awesome. Where's moth people? I would fight anything. I'd fight Pro Jared cheating on his wife at this point. There's anything added to Destiny, I would fight. But no, they're not gonna do that. They're just gonna add. I don't know what they're adding. Do you know what they're adding? What's going on in Destiny? That's the question. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I'm not gonna play it. This is not like a debatable. Hey, Arch, why don't you play Destiny to find out? I'm not playing Edge of Fate. I'm not paying $40 for this DLC. This hackneyed piece of shit. Why is it coming out in July? These come out in like September usually. What is going on? Like, I didn't even know this was when I saw that trailer in the little Steam thing, I was like, that was the first time me or basically anybody else on the planet even knew they were doing like the big expansion. Like, oh boy, we're doing the 9. Remember the 9, guys? We're gonna do the 9. We're gonna ruin the 9 now. I sure hope you enjoyed Gambit. I sure hope you enjoyed that other really cool activity they took out because it was for one season only. I sure hope you like that horse, that star horse that you get at the end of a trials run. Doesn't matter anymore. All right, now the 9 are like important. They're just important now. So what I can gather now is Destiny is no longer about fighting like the darkness. We're gonna be fighting something else. I say we. You. You're gonna fight. I'm not fighting anything. You know what else is bad? Is the enemy that seems to be the Fallen again. I'm not playing this shit, so don't at me if I'm wrong. But I saw Fallen in the trailer, and all I can think about the Fallen every time I see one now is, how are you still alive? Like I got the same feeling when I was playing Helldivers. I personally have killed so many enemies that it is insane to me that you are still here, that you're still alive. I was under the impression they were gonna like phase out the Fallen as enemies because they did the whole like, oh, they're not really that bad. They have kid. Would you stomp on a Fallen kid? And the answer is yes. Yes, I would. You can't blame me for being annoyed that like actually they were nice guys the whole time. They were not being mean. That was just like a subset of like mean Fallen. It's like you're an enemy in a video game. Shut up. Like it's just all so tiresome. And everything I see from Destiny now just makes me angry. It's why I don't really play it anymore. It's why I'll never play it. It's because they just add these little things that piss me off so much. They make changes that they don't need to make to piss me off so much. And when it comes to the setting and the story stuff, it's like, oh gosh, please don't ruin that. That's like the one thing I could sell people on for the longest time was, Destiny, oh, it's shitty, it doesn't have anything to do, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? The world, the setting, that's pretty cool. That's interesting. That's valuable. But no, we're not gonna do that anymore. We're gonna do generic, like, eldritch alien bullshit, but not the eldritch alien bullshit that we had set up before that was actually interesting. No, we're gonna do just like purple guy in space, alright? Like, it's just an eye. It's just the most generic thing I could imagine for like an evil alien bullshit in space. Oh, don't look into the darkness, dude. They'll look back at you. And it's like, I have a gun, so I'm not really scared of space things. Like, that's sort of the problem with Destiny in general, is like, you get power scaled so high up, like, the Guardians beat the Witness. They beat the Darkness, they beat all this bullshit. What am I even supposed to be worried about anymore? And it's so crazy to me. What is going on? What is going on? I heard they're like nerfing all the exotics into the ground. Is that true? I'm sitting here just imagining. How many items in my vault right now are completely worthless? So they've been sunsetted like 2-3 years ago at this point. Wouldn't it be so funny if I log back into Destiny, go to my vault, and it's just like empty? It's like all 300 items and they're just gone. Like, Destiny's design process at this point literally is take away all their guns and put in new ones. And that's it. That's every expansion. That might be every season at this point. I don't even know. You know, I do know you have to pay separately for the dungeons. When I heard that, I couldn't believe it. Like, I wasn't keen on the dungeons when I played Shadowkeep, really. Like, I kind of like it, like a smaller sort of raid type adventure with unique loot and bosses. It's like, that's cool. I'm okay with that in theory. But I don't feel like that's going to be able to replace raids. It's definitely not going to be replacing most endgame content people want to do. And then, oh, shock and awe, like years later, hey, you know what? Remember how the dungeon came with each season, like just baked into it? Remember that? Well, never mind. Never mind about that. Pay us separately for the dungeon. Like, that's the dead giveaway for Destiny's doing bad. Like, people go, yo, look at Steam charts, dude. Destiny's doing fine. It's doing great. Destiny's never been more popular. And it's like, they charge you for basically everything. I'm surprised they don't make you pay $5 every time a boss drops a fucking engram at this point. Like, it is insane to me how horribly monetized it is. And because it's so horribly monetized, that's how you can tell it's failing. And you know what? Still, all of this hasn't answered my question. What is even going on in Destiny? What is even going on in Destiny? What is even going on? The enemy, the big bad guy that you built up for like the entire like run of Destiny 2 is gone. And now that they're gone, you've completely face planted. You have nothing. You have nothing at all. And I'm dead certain that one of the reasons is because Marathon was like this big, we're gonna make Marathon, we're gonna make an extraction shooter. And you took half the fucking people off the Destiny team and put them on Marathon, but oh boy, little did you know, plagiarism would make you God. And so you fucked that up so badly that now you're like, well, we gotta go back to Destiny. It's the only way we'll keep this company afloat. Somehow, by some miracle, you have managed to lower Destiny's reputation even lower than it's ever been before. Even lower than, like, launch Destiny 1. You have lowered the standard. You've lowered the reputation so far that people only talk about Destiny as a joke. They only talk about it in reference to how it's failing. And part of that, I bet, is because nobody knows what's going on. I don't know. Do you know? If somebody actually watches this shitty video, I want you to give me an actual, serious, concise explanation of what is happening in Destiny right now. And I will believe you 100%. You could tell me anything is going on in Destiny right now. Literally anything, and I will believe you. Destiny doesn't need fucking Vel'Koz. It doesn't need the 9 to be a major role. You had set up so many other things in all the old codex, in the book, like all the old lore that you used to have. You could have done something with. It is so clearly a good idea. One of my favorite stories that they just kind of dropped in one of like the little lore tabs or whatever in Destiny like 5 years ago was this, hey, you know there's just like this weird like moon way out in space that there are these monsters frozen in, and they're clearly like darkness monsters or something, and like you can't damage them. Like the Guardian guy like got close to it, it's like sucked the light right out of him. He's like, no, this is bullshit. He's like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out. This is too much. Like you could do something with that, and maybe they are, but it sure doesn't feel like that's what they're doing. It sure doesn't feel like that's what they're going to be going for. They're going to go for generic purple space guy. It's always purple, isn't it? Why is it purple? Space isn't purple. It's black. Can we get black space guy? Like, what do I say at this point? What do I even say? Oh, wow, well, look what they've done to Destiny. Can I throw my hands up? Oh boy, guys, isn't this wild? They ruined Destiny again. Surprise! Are you even surprised? I'm to be honest, while I was surprised by the soy jack like guy and how terrible it looked, how completely out of place it was, I was not surprised, really. I wasn't surprised that it was going to be this bad. I wasn't surprised that they had no idea what they were doing. I wasn't surprised that nobody knows what's going on. Because that's basically what it's been like since, I want to say, the Savathun stuff. Like, after Witch Queen, it is, like, unsalvageable. Like, apparently Witch Queen was alright. I didn't play it, because I don't care. But apparently Witch Queen was decent. It was relatively okay compared to what came after it and what was before it. Like, small miracles, right? Oh, they made a expansion that doesn't suck. Which, I mean, it's still debatable in my opinion. The deadest of giveaways for me that they had nothing was when they brought Callus back. He's back. That guy who had a giant fuck-off ship. This really important character. He's back. And he's just a generic bad guy now. You shoot him and he dies. And that's it. He's not even he wasn't even raid boss material. His robot that he built was raid boss material. But he's not? He's just final boss material for a really bad campaign? Are you serious? But that's Destiny for you. That's Destiny. That's what they're doing now. They're doing basically whatever you want, but the opposite of that. Like, I'm curious. How many planets have they? How many destinations have they removed? That's what I want to know. Like, they've taken so much out of this game, and I think, aren't they getting sued for it? I am certain that I saw like a class action lawsuit thing about them removing like Red Dwarf, like year 1 Destiny stuff. Which good. You took away my game. I paid money for this. I paid real money on launch night for Destiny 2 to be able to play all of this stuff. And you know what? You took it from me for no reason. You know who we really have to thank for in trying times like these? Pirate Software. Nobody is a bigger advocate for the preservation of games than Pirate Software. Let me tell you, without him, I don't think I will ever be able to play a video game again without this man coming in to save the day. What a hero that guy is. Everybody needs to take a real like step back on the pirate software things. Stop being mean to him. Stop laughing at Heartbound. Stop calling him Maldavius. We all need to give him a big hug for saving all of our video games. Unfortunately, that did mean that we've saved Destiny as well, I suppose. But but at this point, I'm completely checked out. This just like caught my eye. You know, this was like new levels of bad for Destiny I didn't think was even possible. I was not confident before, but wow, that's bad. It's like really bad. I don't even know how to end this. It's just like sad. Now I'm just kind of sad at the end here. I'm sad. I'm gonna play some video games to make me not sad anymore.
What a sorry state we're in.